Welcome to the Witching Hour Podcast, your home for horror. Keep it evil.
So have you ever walked outside at night and just kind of stared out into the woods, maybe behind your house or your neighbor's house? And especially if you're at a gathering. This is one that always used to get me when I was younger. Maybe you're at a family get together or you're in a party, whatever, and you go outside for whatever reason. You go to the car or whatever, and you just kind of sit there for a second and you look out at the darkness into the woods, and maybe you heard something. Maybe through the darkness you can almost think that you pictured something. Maybe it was an animal that ran by, or maybe it was just your eyes playing tricks on you, or you got shit in your brains, whatever. Well, if that used to scare you, and there were definitely times it did for me when I used to live up in the mountains, surrounded by woods and thick woods at that. Well, don't look in the dark. We'll scare the absolute shit out of you. Welcome to the Witching Hour Podcast, boys and girls. I am John Roysland, and tonight I am talking to you about the 2026 release, unreleased film, release date to be discussed or announced, I should say. Written and directed by Sam Freeman, which, by the way, Sam, thank you so much for sending me your film. I appreciate your trust, and I want to congratulate you on a job well done. So Don't Look in the Dark is it's actually quite interesting found footage film. I'm going to give everybody out there a warning about this film. Many people have problems with found footages. The camera, it's annoying, it's stupid, it's just somebody that shakes it for effect, or it just makes me nauseous. Okay. If that is your honest feel, I want you to know that this is one of those type of found footage films. I'm not saying that they shook the damn camera just to annoy people and just for effect. But if it is one that you seriously do not like, probably 90% of found footages are not going to be for you. The artists who made these films did put in their time and effort, as did those who helped with production and cast and so forth. So instead of bashing them, just say, hey, you know what? I really don't care for that kind. So I'm just going to pass on it. I'm sure it's probably good, or maybe it's not. So I'm just letting you know that ahead of time with respect for Sam, because this is a really good film. It definitely does have that feel, of course, to the Blair Witch, I think, basically because it happens in the woods. But here's the key thing. The interesting thing about this is no one is actually videotaping any of this. Cell phones rule the world nowadays. Everybody knows it. Everybody is glued to cell phones. Don't deny it, because you know you are. The cell phones mysteriously kick on and off by themselves. At first, the young couple that is camping, the young pregnant couple, very, very important to know going into the story. At first, the young couple who's hiking through the woods left their tent, didn't actually realize it. But you just happen to see, maybe while they're holding their phone, while they're camping, you just happen to see parts of the trail. Okay. But you hear everything. So it starts to record video at sporadic times. It's not till later on in the film that they actually realize, oh my God, my camera's, I'm telling it to stop recording. It's not stopping. It's doing this on its own. So while they're out camping, um, the wife, pregnant, as I mentioned, swears she sees something, that of a child, off in the distance. She starts freaking out. It's the middle of the woods, and there's a small child, abandoned, lost, could be hurt. Who knows what the situation could have been. But as any good, normal person, we've got to go find that kid. We got to help him out. Okay. Well, so they start looking. The husband didn't see anything. He questions it, but okay, let's go. It's right over there, right behind that fallen tree that has uprooted and has a whole huge hole in the ground. I saw it sitting right here. Starts yelling and nothing. Well, we got to go, basically, says the husband, because it's getting dark. Just give me a second. I think it's down in this hole. So she, pregnant, climbs down this hole. I'm not saying how big, how deep, just a hole from underneath the tree. It is now dark. Camera comes on and off, but you still hear everything. That is when the nightmare begins. And hell literally comes through. I'm not giving away the story. Not many people have seen it. It is making its rounds in film festivals. As a matter of fact, it just finished its run in the um, Unnamed Footage Film Festival, as a matter of fact, this past weekend. Wow. So in comparison, like I said, to that of the Blair Witch, they had a video crew that was out there. Okay. They are recording each other's reactions, or did you hear that noise out in the distance with the camera? Everything happens right to them without even trying to record anything. Because like I said, the cameras are on their own accord, working whenever they want. Now, the neat thing about this is, so it looks like you're actually looking at just a camera screen with the black movie panels behind it or on the side of it. Now, there are certain scenes that the camera will flash on and off really quickly. And as you know, sometimes if you rub your eyes, you blink it real quick, you kind of see stars and weird shit, right? All right, well, this does the same thing, except they're not stars. Oh no. Gradually you start to see, at first you think you saw maybe almost like a demon face in the background, an eye fading away. No. And then more and more you start to see things, and more things happen. Now, not only do things happen around them, they hear things, they see things, they think they see things. Things happen to them. To the point of what you believe to almost be possible possession. Is that tree the root of all evil? Is it that child luring her in because she's also pregnant? Is there something that we should know about the unborn child that this woman is carrying? They try to help each other in the dark, and then, of course, it rains. They try to help each other coexist in the darkness through lack of sight and then lack of hearing anything. Things happen to them. This brings them to the point of having to solely rely on each other, sight, sound, feeling their way through to try to get back to either A, their tent, or to actually get back to their car in a parking lot. Now, hmm, again, I don't want to give anything away because I really, really want everybody to see this. But I will let you know that they do make it back to their tent. Um, guys, you've got to, I don't care if you write this down or who writes anymore, put it in your phone. Text yourself, take a screenshot of it, find this goddamn movie. Don't Look in the Dark by Sam Freeman. This movie is genuinely creepy as shit. I can hit or miss with found footage films because, yes, certain ones do kind of drive me nuts with the movement. I will admit that. Some of it is done so well that it honestly feels just like I'm watching a home video camera, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it looks like, how can I put it? For somebody my age, mid 50s, wow, I actually said that out loud. That fucking sucks to hear. Um, those of you my age, you'll be able to reflect back to pulling out the old VHS of somebody's birthday or of Christmas of 84 or whatever with the great big old handheld VHS camcorders. Okay, so there are ones that are done really, really well, and there are others who do, yes, make you want to vomit from motion sickness just having watched the film. This is not one of them. It doesn't hold a camera and just shake it around. When I say that the camera comes on and off sporadically, it does. Sporadic little spurts is what you see. So I thought about this earlier when I was reflecting back and thinking about the film before I started recording. I already told you I'm ancient, so this is going to date back also. When I was younger, and I lived upstate New York, up in Woodstock, as a matter of fact, my biological mom, I can remember there was a radio station that she used to listen to between this period and that period, and they actually told stories. Just like before TV, people would sit around the radio and listen to radio shows, not music, radio shows, where they would have voice actors and everything. And it was great. And there was one in particular story. It was in the woods and it was at dark and there was a devil in the woods and it was scary as shit. Again, I was only like 5, maybe 6 years old, if that, but I do remember that. My point is hearing the story, not so much having to watch it, visualizing what you are hearing, the terror that you personally are envisioning, that nightmare is what really, really works. And that's exactly, I think, I shouldn't have said the word exactly because I don't want to speak for Sam. But I truly believe that that's what he's trying to portray in this film is your own sense of terror brought through by what you are envisioning because the audio on the phone is on the entire time. Well, I want to say 90, whereas the flashes of video are probably less than 50% of the film, to be honest with you. If I remember correctly, it could be more, but it's a lot less than the audio. Let's just leave it at that. So I hope you actually watch it. I hope you enjoy it and can appreciate what Sam was bringing to you. When you get a chance, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of it. If you have been a fellow film reviewer, if you have been fortunate enough to see it and you happen to stumble across my review, let me know what you think. I would love to be able to compare notes because obviously if a movie review is an opinion. You're not right. I'm not saying I'm not, but no, I'm just teasing. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, which is what's great about reviews. Everybody could say this movie sucks, and you could watch it and say it's the best fucking thing I've ever seen. It's just a review, which is why I don't get paid for this shit. I'd love to, and if you guys want to help me out in that, leave me a note. I'll tell you how you can. Just kidding. Again, no, but seriously, I will. Don't look in the dark, boys and girls. Keep an eye on it. Wait for the release date. Genuinely creepy film, which is why I really appreciated it. Just because it wasn't just a slasher, it wasn't some devil running around, it wasn't a killer, it was creepy. Genuinely creepy. I hope you find it. And when you do, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. Sam, again, thank you so much for the film. Thank you for showing it to me personally. I really appreciate that. Boys and girls, this is John with the Witching Hour podcast. Just to let you know, also, Sam will be joining me on the show, writer director. Sam Freeman will be here. We just got to schedule it because, like I said, he just finished up with the film festival. So coming soon, he will be here to help talk about it, explain a little bit more about it, and maybe give you guys a release date on a hopeful release date and where you guys can see it. I am John with the Witching Hour podcast. Remember to keep it evil, and underneath these clothes, I am still naked. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you for your support. I will talk to you guys soon. And can't find the right button to end this. That's it, you guys. Keep it evil.